Look at the picture. See the skull. Visible Frankenstein controls. The Brain Thoughts Broadcasting Radio. The Frankenstein Earphone Radio. The latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls.
Welcome back to Frankenstein Control, everyone.
Yahoo!
How are y'all doing out there?
How y'all doing?
All right.
How y'all doing in here?
You know.
Albright.
You know how it is. Madeline Albright.
Madeline Albright, inventor of the light bright. Sure. Lots going on in the country and the world. Too much to keep track of.
Hooray.
The president got a raid on his house. The former president, Trump got a raid on his house, which was funny. Okay, let's get one thing straight, okay? Sorry, I wish I could do Taylor's impression of him.
Trump got swatted.
Yeah. I was going to say that. I got swatted by Keemstar, okay? They were playing Rocket League. Things got a little heated, all right? Keemstar wouldn't let me win. I told him to. Everyone knows, Keem. You got to let me win. I can't do the gas. I always do the gas too late.
I was playing Fall Guys, the great Fall Guys, and it was wonderful experience. Next thing I knew, I heard knocking at my door. FBI opened up. You wouldn't believe it. I lost the game too, wouldn't you know it?
And now so did all of you.
We don't like that one bit. Drain the swamp. They got our good friend Alex Jones. He's going in front of the judge. He called him a goblin. It was very funny. We all had a laugh.
Yeah, lots happening. That's not even the craziest shit that's gone down. There's a lot of crazy shit going on right now. I saw a insane commercial.
In the membrane?
Mm-hmm. An insane in the membrane commercial that I was very angry that I was not able to find anywhere online. But it was a commercial for Tillamook Ice Cream.
Tillamook Ice Cream?
Tillamook Ice Cream.
Is it Tillamook and not Tillamook?
It's one of the... I think it's Tillamook.
I always thought it was Tillamook.
Oh, my God.
The only reason I know that is because I think Tillamook is a place in Michigan. And the only reason I know that is because it's in a Sufjan song.
There goes Surf Jam Stevens.
It's their old Surf Jam Stephanopoulos. But so there was a Tillamook ice cream commercial I saw, and it's like Tillamook ice cream made with lots and and this is real, by the way. I did not make this up. It's like made with lots and lots of cream, and then it cuts. She's like it's like a factory floor or whatever, and this woman says this and gestures to this man like more, and he's like yes, and he pulls a giant lever labeled cream, and like this voice goes cream, and I was like, Ada made this.
That's impossible.
Did they just hire Ada to do this?
I can't believe that. You made that up.
No, I swear to God.
You're a liar.
I swear to God this is real. And
There's
I was like,
no way.
They pulled this direct. They have some kind of dream catcher that ensnared this idea directly from Ada's slumbering brain.
These people got to start paying me.
They really do. It was almost offensive.
Cream. Oh, God, no.
It was literally that. And I'm not even kidding.
No, I don't want gifts of the cream lever.
And yeah,
because that's going to get gift. Somebody's going to get that.
That cream.
I think that's what they're banking on. So people will share stuff from it.
Somebody wants to appropriate the cream leather.
Yeah.
And tell everybody about the goodness of Breyer's ice cream.
No, it's Tillamook.
I was making a joke.
Oh. Well, sorry.
It's Tillamook. It's pronounced
You were right. It is Tillamook. You were right. You were correct.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, I confirmed it on the phone.
We've also been so that's where I forget where I saw that commercial. I think it was on YouTube. So watch a lot of YouTube and disable your ad blocker if you want to make your life miserable.
Yeah. I was supposed to say no, I won't be doing that.
Just watch a billion commercials in the hopes that you'll get to see that one and slightly laugh.
Yeah.
That was my experience. We have been watching, as our own empire crumbles around us in real time.
Right.
We have been watching an excellent shout-out to an excellent series on YouTube called Fall of Civilizations, which is this fella and his crew what do really well-done documentaries on different epochs in time and different societies and what led to their downfalls, like the Assyrians and the Sumerians and the, all them. And it's sort of it takes the nostalgic place of that stuff that used to be on the Discovery and the History Channel before it turned into Ice Road Trucker and Guy Fieri all the time.
Yeah. Don't forget about American Pickers.
Exactly.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, that's the History Channel, right?
Yeah, that's History Channel.
One of the American Pickers had a stroke recently.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
The skinny one or the fat one?
I don't recall. I don't remember if it was Horace or Jasper, but one of them had a stroke in their little van as they were driving around doing Cruella de Vil's.
It was the fat one, but they have since switched positions. So like, the fat one is now the thin one, and the thin one's now the fat one.
Oh my God.
So the new fat one had a stroke.
Neo-fat.
Neo-fatmos.
But it's if you recall those fun old documentaries on the History Channel, this sort of takes the place of those. Or it's you can tell it's like people like us who grew up watching that stuff and loved it, and now it's not on anymore, and nobody is interested in producing that kind of content. So they're like, you know what, we're gonna do it.
Well, yeah, because it all went to Curiosity Stream.
And there was.
This episode is sponsored by Curiosity Stream. For just $14 for an entire year, you can get fun documentaries and then also a bunch of shitty ones. But, you know, there's pretty good ones on there, too. You bored, you flip it on. You fall asleep, you is good.
That sounds cool.
Oh, that sounded vile.
It felt vile, too.
That one was funnier. That one's better.
Neither felt good.
That first one felt like being near a caldera in Iceland. I'm about to fight another man in the nude, and then I'm gonna die and look up and there's a big fucking tree with my kids on it.
What is that from?
Spoilers for the Northman.
Oh. Okay. No, going back real quick to that Fall of Civilizations thing, I was sort of half paying attention. We were watching a bunch of them, and I was like in and out the whole night. And there was a...
and you found out how the Sumerian civilization died as somebody pulled the cream lever.
Yes. Somebody did pull the cream lever.
Oh, did they?
No,
That's how New Londo... Somebody pulled the cream lever.
Yeah,
I actually get that joke. All of them gross cream, those gross beef jerky bodies at the bottom of all that cream.
Yeah,
Beef
they're all
jerky boys.
they're just inundated with creme.
Ugh, that is vile.
That's a way to go out.
So, one of the things that I halfway heard as I was like barely paying attention because I was very tired and it was late at night and the Fall of Civilizations was on, was they were mentioning they're always mentioning historical figures that did this and that and said this and that, or, you know, contemporary accounts of the times from whenever the shit was going on.
There's always a guy.
There was some guy named, it was I guess it was a Roman, and his name was Flavius something or other, but I straight up thought he said his name was Flavius Flav.
Yeah.
With a big old sundial around his kind of chain.
That'd be pretty good. I'd like that. Oh my god.
There was
Frankenstein Control for burps.
I'm sorry, that one couldn't control that one.
That was a surprise one. It made a special appearance.
Surprise burp just for you.
Left out of me.
There was
like a demon.
There was another quote about some figure who was a conqueror who like came in and did something or other, and there was a great quote about him, and it was, he stayed there for a longer time than was expected by the people. And I was like, ain't that a mood? You know, that is a thing I want on my tombstone. He stayed there for a longer time than was expected by the people. What a great thing to have said about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of facts that entered my brain and just spilled right the fuck out, over the weekend I was talking with some friends. You know who you are. And they name-dropped a book that was made by Cormac McCarthy. And I was like, wait, he did that one too?
Which one is it?
I don't know. Do you know how many Cormac McCarthy books do you know?
Let's see. There's Blood Meridian, there's Child of God, there's Suttree, there's... there's like Outer Dark, there's No Country for Bald Men.
That's it. Yeah, I didn't know he did No Country for Bald Men.
That's his most famous one.
I didn't know it was Cormac McCarthy.
It has no punctuation and a bunch of men wearing cowboy boots and violence. That's how you know it was him. Of course, the no punctuation part you only know if you have read the book. And the fact that there's no punctuation makes it very difficult to read the book.
Not even periods?
He has periods.
Oh, okay.
But no
no commas.
No commas, no quote. Like, dialogue does not have quotation marks around it. it's all just like written like straight up sentences.
Yeah.
And certain books of his require a working knowledge of conversational Spanish because passages in Spanish are presented without translation.
The Road.
The Road. Oh,
The Road also. I was just like, God damn. Every bleak, horrible movie that's ever come out is a Cormac McCarthy
Of course.
vehicle.
You're sensing a theme.
So, like, so then I got done saying, like, you know, after we got done talking about that, I was like, dog, okay, Cormac McCarthy's up there with Ari Aster in my list of people I never want to fucking meet. And Werner Herzog. I don't want to be trapped in all three of their clearly horrible existences. Whatever the fuck they're going through, I ain't won't be part of it, man.
If you met Werner Herzog, all you would have to do is start speaking in his voice, and he'd be like, "Did I just talk just now?"
No, he would be like, as I glimpsed a strange, hulking figure entering my door, all I could think of was that his name was Chumbly.
You don't look like him anymore. You have different hair and beard now.
You're still fat, repulsive, and a criminal, but you got different hair now.
Chumbly was always way fatter than you.
And he has
balls of steel.
Does he really?
No.
But
fuck him.
Should we have said
Bleep that out if you want to.
I was going to say, should we have said that?
I said it. Fuck.
No. You do not look like Chumley, Taylor.
I look like Chun-Li from Street Fighter.
You could do her buns with your long hair now. It's probably at the length where you could do her buns now.
Like my hair's like mid-length now. Maybe I could do a Chumley bun.
A Chumley bun. I'm trying to.
Now I'm just imagining a fucking Shroud of Turin style situation, but instead of a face on a rag, it's Chumley's face on a Cinnabon. Just burned into the top of it, covered in sugar cum.
So I am trying.
It's called glaze.
No.
I'm
sugar cum.
I'm trying to remember what Chumley looked like. My brain is currently doing an internal...
You're going to look at him and you're like, oh. And you're going to put your phone away quietly and change the subject.
No, so like my internal mental Google search is trying to recall what Chumley looks like, and my brain is only giving me this man.
Oh my God! I hope I don't look like that guy.
You do not look anything like this man.
Jesus Christ!
This man.
What the hell happened? What is with that guy's face?
He's like a chipmunk.
This man.
He does.
You have to send that to me now. Don't forget.
I will send that to you so you can all see this.
He looks like a cartoon beaver.
It is from this fantastic local news story.
Oh my God! Hold on. Man forced to eat beard. What? Why?
Man,
what happened to him? Do you know why?
I do not know why, and I almost don't want to know because
it'll ruin the mystique.
It will. I don't know. I don't want to know.
It'll ruin the mystique, like Jennifer Lawrence.
Especially.
Actually, she was fine. She was fine in that role.
She's actually half decent as Mystique.
I make yolk.
He's funny. No, I don't know who forced him to eat his beard. I'm not even sure it was his beard he was forced to eat because he still has a beard in the picture.
That's true. It doesn't stipulate a owner.
You should have seen
of
it before.
Oh,
you should have seen that beard.
He looked like Father Time.
It was delicious.
He had a beard made entirely out of delicious cotton candy.
He
was planning to eat the beard.
And also, wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna get up on a soapbox. One of our fans knows who this person is, and literally only one. Everyone else I am excluding, but I'm doing this to say, person out there who watches Good Mythical Morning, you know this, and I know this. Cotton Candy Randy is not funny. He's a bad character, and he sucks. And he's lame, and I hate every time he shows up. There. Anyway, you were going to say?
Cotton Candy Randy is the Tom Bombadil of Rhett and Link.
He is. He's unwelcome. We don't like his cotton candy kind here.
He bursts into song. He saves Rhett and Link from Barrow Whites all the time.
See, that would be interesting. All he does is make like improvised daddy jokes that aren't very funny or clever or good.
So he's one of us.
Yeah, basically.
And that's why we don't like him.
Yes.
It's like looking into a mirror and hating what you see.
Yes. Stare into the abyss, they said. It'd be a great idea, they said.
What else was I going to talk about? There's all
kinds. We're going to talk about how there was a salt and pepper shakers in our kitchen, what looked like rainbow skulls.
That is really cool. I will say that there was a bunch of salt and pepper shakers from my parents' massive collection of salt and pepper shakers that we had to move out of my childhood home when they sold it and into Dad's new house. And Alyssa and I pawed through it last time we were over to get a few that we liked. And I had forgotten how many of them were racist.
Oh, God.
My parents did not. I want to be abundantly clear. These are not things. The racist ones, at the very least, were not things my parents voluntarily obtained.
Oh, like from relatives.
They were
That's
from,
right, because you got relatives from Corn Puddinville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who
Okay.
had a horrible one of them. I will not say which of my relatives, but one of them had
butt throat.
No, it was not cousin Buttthroat. One of them had
Owned a person.
No, they had a horrifying minstrel show like bottle opener face, and it is very like it speaks to the job my parents did raising me that I did not know what a minstrel show was. I had no idea. I did not recognize this thing as any kind of a human being. I thought it was a terrifying goblin man, and I did not like him.
Some kind of fellow in a goblin getup. You didn't know that he was supposed to be some sort of racial
stereotype. And I was like, I don't care for this. It gives me the same icky feeling that the Wheelers give me. Yeah. There's too much shading and lines in this thing's face, and I don't care for it. I don't like its expression.
He's shaded like Cub and Wolf.
Yeah, it was not recognizably human, and so I never suspected that it was supposed to be a depiction of any kind of a person. So.
Or Wolf and Cub. Shit. I forget what it's called.
Lone Wolf and Cub, the samurai manga?
That's the one.
That's a great one.
Everything I see from it, it's like the shading on it's crazy.
Oh yeah, the shading in that is insane.
I'm like, God, man, I don't have that much patience.
That is that artist uses all the ink in Japan.
That dude's why squids are going extinct.
It really is.
Global warming, fuck all that.
That is an awesome.
Squids are doing the opposite of going extinct.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, the warming ocean temperatures are actually like making better situations for squid.
They're poised to replace us.
They're thriving.
Sounds pretty good. Dude, get it, queen. Slay
squid.
Slay squid.
The Squid Queen.
There was a now ancient Discovery Channel special I watched. It was like Earth After Us
I know,
whatever,
yes,
and it had the fucking squids in the trees and
squids.
shit.
Yeah, they had funny tree squids swinging about.
I'm glad both of you.
Okay.
I'm really glad both of you saw that
Absolutely, we saw.
I've always been really into speculative bio.
Me too. As have I, which is why we're all friends. I'm just saying I'm very glad for the validation that was not some sort of weird dream I had.
Nope, not a weird dream. There were squid
penguin
monkeys
seals
swinging from trees. What swales?
Like penguin seals.
I do remember.
Seals. Penguin seals. That sounds like
they're like penguins, but kind of with the body shape of a seal.
In Subnautica, the second one. Below Zero, there's like penguin analogs, and you can just walk right up to them because they don't know what humans is.
Yeah.
And like the adults sort of like, you sort of waltz away, but you can just straight up waltz up to one of the babies and just pick them up, and they just sort of like, yeah. You're like, oh, they're penguin. But then the tops of their heads split open because that's how their beaks work.
Ooh.
God.
And so you're like, ah!
And then you put them back down and you leave.
Yeah, I mean, they don't like, they don't attack you ever. They're just fucking goofy ass penguins.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah. Well, you heard it here, folks. Weird penguins and squids what swing through the trees and pop open six packs of Coors Light and listen to Leonard Skinner and shoot shotguns in the Appalachian Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some Appalachian Mountains over the weekend.
They're nice looking mountains.
We went to this really nice winery, which I have actually forgotten the name of already. Because I'm not very observant and I wasn't the one driving. And also I was drinking wine a lot. But we hopped to multiple places. And it's also probably fortunate that I forgot the name because now it can't get out there because we like the fact that it's relatively unknown. And there aren't too many people there.
Yeah.
And yeah, that place was awesome. The view was incredible. You could see for miles and miles. And
nice.
They had wine slushies, which are really fucking tasty. I'll tell you that much.
I've had a few of those back when I still drank. They're pretty good.
They
Whooshies.
What's that?
Whooshy.
It was a mold wine slushie as well.
A moldy wine?
Yeah, so they put a bunch of black mold in there and then they go and blowing in your face like glitter. No, mold, M-O-U-L-D, mold wine, which is like a spicing process that you just do to holiday wine. And boy, oh boy, it was like fruity and spicy because of the cinnamon, and it tasted real fucking good. I think even you'd like it. Miss, I hate alcohol, so I just drink straight from the vodka bottle. I'd put a big old baby nipple on it and go, bye-bye. That's a good night for drinking for Ada.
Oh, God.
Sorry. I make up shit to entertain
That
myself.
is an upsetting image.
I like to upset myself.
Speaking of upsetting things that involve intoxicated people.
Oh, God.
Apparently...
The FBI raid?
No, I was going to talk about... So, I'm not at all familiar with her body of work, but Anne Heche was that actress or actor who...
Oh, my God, we never got around to talking about that.
Yeah, well, she died, which is terrible. And it's not funny or cool at all, but I'm not saying, oh, Hollywood person die. What's Schadenfreude? You know?
Anne Heche, the name sounds familiar.
That's the thing. The thing is...
It's like a Family Guy joke where they mention it.
There's a...
mention her name.
Yes, but the thing is...
That's probably where I heard the name.
That's the thing about Anne Heche, because I had no idea what she looked like until I saw the pictures announcing her death, because I had not, to my knowledge, seen her in anything. But all I could think of was her name because of the fucking Harvey Birdman episode, which is my father's favorite Harvey Birdman episode, which is the episode where Fred is Tony Soprano, Fred Flintstone.
Oh, God.
And at the end of that episode, Harvey establishes as Fred Flintstone's legal defense that he merely thought.
I'm Anne Heche.
That! And I texted Steven that, and I was like, that's all I can think of every time is that I'm Anne Heche.
Speaking of Harvey Birdman, I got this book from the library called
Harvey Birdman.
Called Black Mad Wheel.
Whoa.
And every time I see the title, I haven't actually started reading it yet, but anytime I see the title, I'm like, Black Watch Plaid!
I saw something that just mentioned the word plaid today, and I immediately said, Black Watch Plaid!
Yeah.
Black Mad Wheel. Is that the book that movie was based off of with the killer tire?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Is that real?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a horror movie.
What?
There's a horror movie about a tire that kills
Wait.
people. Yes.
How?
It's real.
How does it move autonomously?
Hold on. Horror movie about
It's a surrealist horror movie.
Yeah, it's called Rubber.
Oh my God! It's real, and it looks new.
New issue.
It's like 10 years ago.
2010, 10 years ago.
Okay, yeah, that's still newish.
Yeah, the tire kills people. Like, it causes accidents and murders them in that fashion. But also, it's just, as Ada said, it's a surrealist horror film.
Some fucking Stephen King lamp monster bullshit.
We should watch that on Halloween.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Rubber.
I'll suggest it for Horror Fest with my dear, sweet, wonderful person who I love.
Why didn't they make it a condom that killed people and keep the name?
Cause
Condoms don't have as much autonomy.
Condom kills people by preventing their conception.
Condoms don't kill people. People do. You ever think about that?
Tires don't kill people. People do.
Actually, tires do kill people.
Tires kill a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
Tires kill a fuckload of people.
Always afraid of getting killed by a tire.
As you should be.
Like, because you constantly see the fucking huge shredded tires as big as your whole fucking car on the side of the highway. And you're like, man, if that
was
happened
here,
when I was behind them, I would have died.
If I was, that's exactly what
I get Final Destinationed by a flying shred tire.
Oh, God.
That's why I don't drive behind log trucks.
No! Melissa and I refer to any truck that passes us on the highway with a bunch of shit in the back of it, regardless of what that shit is, especially if it's long shit, is referred to invariably as a Final Destination truck.
Yeah.
I'm like, get the fuck away from Final Destination there.
It's funny because, like, I've never actually seen a Final Destination movie ever. Like, I've never seen not even a one,
like
and yet, like, it's just such social osmosis.
Yeah, that
like,
shot was in,
cultural.
like, the trailer of the commercial.
Yes,
And, like,
okay.
It's just, it sticks with you because everyone has been in that kind of situation before where they're, like, riding behind a log truck or you see one on the road and be like, gee, it sure would be bad if some of that were to come undone.
Yeah, I mean, that's
and then you see it happen in real time.
Yeah, that's literally the concept of these movies, I'm pretty sure. It's just a bunch of people who are like,
dying in freak accidents.
How many times have you, like, let's just make a big old list of, gee, I sure hope this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then let's just make a series of movies out of it.
Yeah.
Gee, I sure hope the garbage disposal doesn't turn on while I'm fishing around for something I dropped down there.
That's why you always use your left.
Yeah.
Do you guys know how garbage disposals work?
No, actually.
They don't actually have blades in there, so it's safe to just reach in there.
Really?
Yeah, you just I mean, it's goopy.
Yeah.
It's gross because it's got a bunch of rotted ass food in there, so it's really fucking nasty. But, like, that's the worst part.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, the things that turn in there are, like, blunt. They pulverize the shit in there. They don't actually cut it up.
Yeah.
That's actually really relieving to know. I have lived my life in terror that I would drop my wedding ring or one of the other rings and shit I wear down there whilst doing the dishes or feeding Pumpus.
Who lives in the drain.
Yes, he does.
You're going to reach down there and get pinched by a fucking crab, and you're going to blame me for it.
Yeah. If there was a crab in my garbage disposal, I would have bigger problems.
Yeah, there'd be a lot bigger problems. First of all, you'd be living in Maryland.
Yes, which I moved out of for that reason. I was tired.
Crabs.
I'm sick of all these sink crabs.
Sick of all these sink crabs. There's construction yard crabs. My dad and I went to a construction site when I was a little kid because that was just there's a construction site. I'll take my young child to look at all the equipment. And there was a crab there scuttling around because it was near the Severn River.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Everywhere in Maryland is close to the Severn River.
I was walking down, like, a road near a friend of the show's wife, Autumn, at my cousin Autumn's house. I was old house, not the new one, but the old one. And keep in mind, this is nowhere like really that close.
Why did you introduce Autumn as one of our friends' wives when she is your cousin?
I don't know. Let's not be funny. It was funnier in my head. Anyway, failed jokes aside, this is for real. They aren't really nearby any, like, rivers or creeks or anything, but one day I was just, like, walking around near their house, and there was a fucking crayfish on the street. Or maybe they sent me a picture of it via text. That's more likely, because me on a walk? Come on now.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, there was just a fucking shrimp just hanging out, and it wasn't a cooked shrimp. It was like a once alive, now dead shrimp.
Stuff like that is super surreal, and I wonder if it like fell out of like a bird's grip.
That was the prevailing theory we came up with to preserve our sanity. Is that a bird probably had it, and it was flying and it dropped it.
Yep.
And that's any other explanation is far too strange.
Just run up to the crawdad and be like, Sir, are you aware where you're at? Do you know where you are?
Are you all right, Madam President? Yes, I'll be fine.
This is not your natural environment.
That was from Rocco's Modern Life. The last episode, actually. Well, yeah, the last episode of the show.
Just run up to the fallen crayfish and go, oh my God, it's Dr. Jill Biden. We have to get her back to the White House.
She has COVID.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I saw it in the news. I was like, Dr. Jill got crowbid. First
she got crawdad ovid.
But she got crawdad ovid. What is it? Joe got it too recently, right?
He did.
Yeah, both of them got it, and
now
they seem to make a pretty speedy recovery.
They swapped him out with Dark Brandon.
No, they. Stupid. I don't want.
You don't know the Dark Brandon memes?
No, I thought. Oh wait, there's Dark Brandon memes.
That's the whole thing. The Dark Brandon memes.
Oh my God.
I first found out about it when that Hassan guy was talking to Ethan on H3, and he talked about the Dark Brandon memes. There's a series of memes that are counter to they run counter to and are parodies of conservative memes about how there's a whole bunch of Dark Brandon shit. But I think that the Hassan was positing that he went to Saudi Arabia, stole the orb. He was like, Donald Trump, a weak man, overtaken by the orb. Dark Brandon steals the orb, takes it inside into his being, and that like
steals the orb.
Remember that orb from that weird photo of all those people touching that orb?
No,
you remember the orb? You don't remember? You never saw the orb?
Remember the orb?
I thought you were making an Amnesia in the Dark Descent joke or something.
No,
there's an orb. It's apparently in Saudi Arabia.
Hold on,
and there's this picture with a couple world leaders like all putting their hands on it.
I want to see the
including
orb.
Trump. Just look up Trump orb.
I don't want to
Look up the Trorb.
Saudi Arabia.
I also heard that they're thinking of subpoenaing the.
Oh my God! Look at them. They're like a coven of they're a coven of wizards.
They are. They're a coven of witches.
Picture is so crazy.
You hadn't seen that?
No, put it on
hysterical.
the screen. Please make sure it's on the screen.
They're pondering their orb.
God, that's fucking funny.
It's like from a long time. Oh my God! So this is sort of off topic. I just don't want to forget and then talk about other shit. But
they should make a fucking WAP sculpture of this.
that's really funny. Apparently, they're also subpoenaing the
orb,
the security camera footage of like Trump's Mar-a-Lago, just like because he has security cameras in there because he's a rich guy. Because all of them have security cameras everywhere, and now they want all of the footage of him there doing shit. And like that security camera records you walking around doing stuff too.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for the inevitable. Oh my God! Look at what the Democrats are doing. That's not me. That is an illegal immigrant wearing a fat suit and a Trump mask.
That is a crisis actor. Crisis actor who looks just like me.
Soros funded.
There's a deep state conspiracy to make me look fat on camera.
They got that Trump Halloween mask from the Spirit Halloween that moved into Mar-a-Lago after I was forced to sell it.
Oh, that'd be great.
I don't even remember what the hell our original intent of talking about things were anymore.
Oh my God, Anne Heche.
Yes.
Was it only
all I had for Anne Heche
was the Harvey Birdman?
Just the Harvey Birdman bit. That was all I had.
Okay, well, to wrap up, show the picture of the orb again. Yeah!
We love the orb!
Now even you know I am a menace. I hand you the secrets to save the entire human race and the entire universe.